How can I make my website work on the iPhone, the iPad, and other mobile devices? Hi, I'm Jason Doucette from Thrust Labs, where we make mobile applications and websites, and that is a very common question we get when we're talking about a new website build. How can we make sure that it works on the iPhone, the iPad, and other devices like that? It's a really important question because more and more people are using their devices or they're on the go, and they might not be at a desktop computer when they view your website, and the rules are a little bit different when you move to a mobile device. In the early days, the early way of thinking about it was just simply, well, don't use Flash on your website. Flash lets you do animations and play video and do other things like that, but it's not supported on most mobile devices. Most importantly, it's not supported at all on the iPhone or the iPad or the iPod or any of the Apple devices. So if you just take Flash out of the equation, and there's lots of ways to give a great compelling user experience using new web technologies like CSS3 and JavaScript and all those things, and we've had some great experience doing those things, that's your first step of the way. But you also want to think about your overall design of the application. Does it work with a touch screen? Is everything kind of too tight together? Do you want to give a little bit more spacing? Is it worth thinking about doing a separate interface entirely just for mobile devices so that people on the desktop see the site one way and people on a mobile device see it another way? And there's pros and cons to that approach as well. Another thing that people tend to overlook, in my experience, is if their website requires you to hover your mouse over something. With a touch screen, you can't hover a mouse over something. You can just tap. You're either touching it or you're not. Versus with a mouse, you can move your mouse around, and most commonly you'll see this in navigation menus. So there's a lot of websites out there that people on mobile devices can't actually access the submenus because they can't hover over them. And that's an important design consideration as well. There are a few other options as well, but those are the main issues that we see when people are making a website and not thinking about mobile devices, which are becoming more and more important as people are surfing the internet away from their desk. Whether that you've just sent them an email with a link, you've got that one chance to get their attention, they happen to get it on their iPhone, they click the link and they can't use your site. You've just lost a potential customer in that scenario. So it's really important to consider these things, and it's something that we think about a lot at Thrust Labs. This video is part of a series of the most common questions that we get from our clients and prospects when we're talking about building websites. We've also shot some videos of the most common questions that we think people should be asking but aren't. And this is some really important stuff if you're making a new website build. So if you'd like to find out those questions and start asking them yourselves and see our answers, just go to topwebquestions.com, all one word with an S on the end, topwebquestions.com, fill out your name and email, and you'll get instant access. I'm Jason Doucette from Thrust Labs. I look forward to working with you.